the panel between us. Haruki had always preferred the silence of his own head. Life outside was loud, complicated, and confusing. He found comfort in the predictable lines of his sketchbook. Then, one Tuesday morning, everything got a little too real. He looked up, and there it was, a floating, framed panel of stark black and white hovering above Mizuzumi's head. It was a manga panel, showing her innermost thought. Deadline, deadline. Did I forget the photocopies? He blinked, hard. The panel didn't disappear. He realized, with a rising panic, that everyone had one. Soon, the entire hallway was a walking gallery of anxieties, crushes, and snack cravings. Everyone had a speech bubble floating over their heads, framed by jagged lines. Haruki quickly learned to keep his eyes down. But then he saw Rin. She sat alone beneath the old cherry tree, quietly reading. Rin was usually quiet, almost invisible, but her panel was the loudest one of all. It wasn't loud with words, but with intense, shaky ink. A close-up of a tearful eye, a broken reflection, the harsh internal dialogue boxed in sharp, negative shading and chaotic screen tones. I'm going to fail the presentation. Everyone will laugh. I'm not good enough. It was a stream of constant, crushing self-doubt, layered over and over, trapping her. Haruki felt a heavy pressure in his chest. Most panels were fleeting worries. Hers felt permanent, etched in stone. This felt like more than just a passing thought. It was a definition. He couldn't just look away anymore. He spent 3 days rehearsing what he would say, sketching out different scenarios in his notebook, only to cross them out. He wanted to help, but revealing his secret felt impossible. Finally, during lunch break, he found the courage. He walked up to her bench. Rin? I need to tell you something really strange. I can see the panel above your head. Rin squinted, then looked up, expecting him to point at a bird. What panel? Did I smudge ink on myself again? She asked, touching her hair. She was an aspiring artist, and often messy. Haruki ignored her question and held up his sketchbook. It showed a detailed, perfect recreation of her dark panel. I see this. I see everyone's thoughts but yours. They're hurting you. Rin stared at the drawing of her own panel. The weeping, shadowed figure. She laughed, but it was hollow. It's true, though. That's how I feel. What can we do about it? It's real. If it's a panel, maybe it's just one frame in a larger story, Haruki insisted, sitting beside her. We have to draw the next frame. We have to overwrite the ink. Their experiment began. Rin felt a surge of panic about approaching the busy school gate. Haruki coached her. Don't think about the crowd. Think about the feeling of reaching the sidewalk. Draw a clean path. Rin walked through the gate with her shoulders back. When she returned, Haruki gasped excitedly. The original, dark panel above her head had remained, but a shimmering, empty bubble had appeared right beside it. We made a blank panel, Haruki whispered. The fear frame didn't disappear, but it's not the only frame anymore. Now we write the dialogue for the empty one. They started writing new realities, together. Haruki drew himself talking confidently to the cashier. Rin drew herself laughing loudly with friends. Every action was a new, lighter panel pushing back the darkness. On the day of Rin's big history presentation, she nailed it. Haruki watched from his desk as the huge, anxious panel above her head buckled, cracked, and dissolved completely, turning into sparkling, falling dust. He realized his own worry, his panel of eternal isolation, was gone too. They stepped outside, feeling the first freedom in months. A final, silent frame appeared, brilliant against the clouds. It showed the two of them, standing shoulder to shoulder, holding hands beneath the sunlight.